Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this virtual Meet the Pro session. I'm Nick Drossel from Dana Hills High School, and this is part 2 to my videos of everything you need to know about purchase orders. So the first video talked about how to fill out a purchase order, and this video will go over allowable and non-allowable expenses. So if you haven't checked out the first video, go ahead and do that. So let's get right into it. So first of all, we'll talk about some allowable expenses. Obviously, there are more that are listed on this page, but we'll just go over a few. So mainly it's items and materials used for the student body and student government events. For example, there are poster paper, ink, pep rally decorations, like streamers or balloons, food for student luncheons, and just stuff like that that are used by the student government for their events. In addition, dance expenses, so venues, vendors, and supplies are also allowable. For example, if you're bringing an ice cream truck to your homecoming dance, that is an allowable expense. In addition, guest speakers and assemblies are used by ASU funds. Specifically to Dana Hills, we have a What If Week where we have inspirational speakers come, and we do use the student government expenses to pay for that. So those are a few allowable expenses. If you ever have trouble figuring out if the thing you want to buy is allowable or not, always ask yourself if that expense is benefiting the student body and is going to be used on the students. So for this, the poster paper and ink are going to be used on the students for information about upcoming events. The food for the student luncheons, same thing. They're being used for the students for their recognition. Now for non-allowable expenses. So these are expenses that if you were to write them on a PO, the PO would not be approved and you would not get reimbursed for your whatever you're buying. So these include district expenses. So expenses that should be fulfilled by the district. Some examples include maintenance for golf carts or teachers' computers. You can also go back to that question of, does this benefit the students or the student body? The maintenance for golf carts aren't used by the students. Teacher computers, not used by the students. Those are district expenses. In addition, expenses geared toward teachers' supplies and gifts. It is actually illegal for the student body funds to be used on teachers. So a few things that were denied here at Dana were school supplies, and bagels and coffee for teachers. Our student recognitions committee is actually given no budget, no money, and they are forced to rely on donations from local businesses like bagel shops or coffee shops to donate little gifts for teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week. And then the last thing, obviously, is personal items that are not used for ASB. So if you were going to the store to buy pep rally decorations, you obviously can't slip in a candy bar or a personal item and expect to be reimbursed for that. So that's all I have for allowable and non-allowable expenses. If you have any specific questions that aren't answered, feel free to leave a comment, or always don't be afraid to ask your ASB clerk or activities director. They are always there to help you understand what you can buy or what not to buy. So that has been everything you need to know about purchase orders. Thank you guys all for watching.